This is Shae Spitz with Business Unscripted, and I am here with Deanna Howeter, and we are here to talk about her up-and-coming business. So tell me a little bit about that.
Hi, Shay.
Hello.
We are opening a new bookstore in downtown Columbus,
Oh my gosh.
and we're on 11th Street,
Okay.
and we're called Terrace Books.
Terrace Books.
Yeah, so
Okay.
something new coming to town.
Yes. Yes. So you bought that building, well, probably 9 months ago now?
We closed in September, so
Okay.
yeah, it's happening
It
fast.
is. It is. Yeah, you've actually really, yeah, that's happening really fast because you
Really
have,
fast.
yes. I mean, you've been on top of it. I mean, with you, or you had somebody kind of do all the layout and everything, right?
We gutted it and started
Oh
from
my gosh.
scratch, and we actually have done most of the work ourselves. We've had to contract out for a
Oh my
few
gosh.
things,
Yep. Yep.
but most of it, my husband has done most of the construction, and we just have
Oh,
whipped through it. Yeah, we
yeah.
were originally hoping to open by August, and we are on track for a grand opening on April 30th. So
Yes, I got that in my
we are
calendar.
we are way ahead of schedule.
Yeah, and you don't hear that for construction.
No,
It's usually
no.
the opposite.
Yeah, and it wasn't just the building construction, but special orders, the fixtures in the
Yeah.
building, bookshelves and
Yeah.
cash wrap equipment. Everybody was months ahead. And so we just got
That's
lucky.
mind
We were
blowing.
really, really lucky. And most of the
Yeah.
inventory is going to be in on time, some back orders, but most of
Hmm.
it's there. So we're
What sort
good.
of inventory are you talking about? Like books?
Books and some
Okay.
sideline items too, book
Okay.
related, candles and candies and things like
Oh,
that. They're
yeah.
just some manufacturers are a little bit behind still,
Mhm.
and that's
Mhm.
fine. I
Yep.
anticipated that. I'm just
Yep.
glad we were able to get as much in as we
Mhm.
did up to this point.
Yeah, and absolutely, and you're the only one who's gonna know that
I
something's
am
not
the
in. Nobody else is
I
gonna
think
have
so.
any
No,
idea. And
exactly.
they're not gonna be like, "Oh, there's a candle missing in that spot,"
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Mm.
So tell me a little bit how your bookstore is going to operate. Are you selling these books? Do people come in to read? I mean, how is that all structured?
We are selling primarily new books.
Okay.
We do have a selection of used books
Oh.
that for now I'm just kind of handling that on my own.
Mhm.
Eventually, I'll be taking donations of gently used books,
Okay.
but I'm not at a point yet where that's necessary.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
and then my personal strength is finding collectible volumes.
Okay.
So those won't be on the shelves. That's something, it's cost
Mm.
prohibitive to just keep random collectibles on
Yes.
hand. So that's
Yep.
something that I'll do by request whenever somebody feels like there's something
Really.
special they're looking for. If there's an out of print volume or an antique volume or
Mhm.
something that's small publisher related that they just can't find, that's kind of my niche.
Oh, that's
So there
awesome.
should be something for everyone. Yeah,
Yeah.
and we've covered everything in the adults from fiction to nonfiction in all the genres, and we've got a
Mhm.
huge children's section and a Hispanic reading section. So yeah, if books are for sale, but
Okay.
we did go ahead and plan for a seating area.
Ah,
So it
yes.
just visiting with people through the community, it seemed to be something that was highly suggested. Everybody
Yeah.
really wanted to have a place just to unwind and
Yes.
decompress and pick up their book and then stay for a while, have a cup of coffee, read their
Mhm.
book. So
Mhm.
we've allowed for that. So
That
we'll
is
see.
awesome.
Yeah, the whole front part of the store actually is a seating area. So,
Oh, the front part.
the
Okay.
front part, yep.
Okay.
So when you walk in, that's the first thing you see
Yep.
is an area where you can kind of sit and unwind. And
Awesome.
then weather permitting and
Mhm.
seasonally, the whole back area behind the store we've renovated
Oh my
and
gosh.
built a deck, and so there'll be outdoor seating as well.
Oh my
So
gosh, that's so fun. You said something about coffee. So are you going to be selling coffee or how is that going to
no,
work?
you know what we did is, again, it was something that a lot of people that I visited
Yeah.
with seemed to really, they associate their bookstores with
Mhm.
hot coffee. So
Mhm. Yeah.
we just set up a coffee bar in the
Yeah.
back, and that's free of charge. So
Mhm.
there's a variety of hot
Maybe free
coffees,
will donation.
and then maybe down the line
Mhm.
that's something we'll
Mhm.
do. But
Mhm.
in the meantime, yeah, we'll have
Yeah.
a few hot pots of coffee and select creamers
Yeah.
uh, and infused water selection too. So
Yep.
just something
Yep.
simple to have. Just
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll kind of help keep people staying there, reading, engaging, browsing by having something to drink.
right.
As odd as that
Yeah,
is,
it's well, and
you know.
I'm not a coffee drinker,
I'm
so
not either, but
yeah, so I don't think about
mhm.
that, but I was
Mhm.
amazed at the number of people who are like, "Oh, bookstore, will you have coffee?"
Yeah.
I guess I will. Yeah, that
Yeah, I will
it
now. Yeah.
seems to be something like I said.
Yeah.
Pretty much everybody that I've visited with, one of
Yeah.
the first things they ask is, "Will you have coffee? Will you have a place to sit? Can I stay
Mhm.
and read my book?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
So
Now, would it be frowned upon if somebody brought their own book in and sat and read? I mean, because I can see that
I could
happening.
see that happen. I prefer not. I
Yep.
would not be opposed to somebody bringing in their own beverage from a local barista, though.
Yeah.
That I'm okay with. But as
Yep.
far as bringing their own book just to have a place to sit,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we have places in Columbus where that's an ideal location. We have
Yep.
parks and the library,
Yes.
and so there's good places to do that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the bookstore wouldn't be the place for
Yep.
that.
Yep. Okay. No, that's good to know because I can kind of see that being like, oh,
Yeah,
let's just go here, hang
right.
out, and I can see if you sold like food and stuff to kind of help promote that. But if
Right,
you're,
exactly. If we
yep,
had like a true cafe area, it would be
yeah,
different. But
yeah,
we're a business, so
yes, yes. So no, I've seen a bunch of pictures on Facebook, and it looks absolutely phenomenal.
thank
Are
you.
you doing all like the setup and staging yourself?
All that's me.
That
Yeah.
is so
Yeah,
exciting,
it
though.
is me. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just punting. I'm
Yeah.
punting as I go. I had a
Mhm.
vision for the space and have
Mhm.
managed to pull most of it together.
Mhm.
So,
Isn't it amazing though what you can do just kind of rolling with the flow? I mean, you have this idea, you have the idea, you set the goal, and then you just kind of have to figure it out on the way.
right,
Yeah. I mean,
right.
that's really what it is. Nobody
Yeah,
you can't have everything lined up perfectly because it's all going to change anyway. It will
exactly.
100% of that will change.
Yep,
So,
yep.
you have to have a goal in mind, you have to have an idea of what you want, and then just kind of fumble forward.
And that's exactly what I've done. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's exactly. And I'm not business minded. This is new to me. I don't
Mhm.
have any business background, and so
That's interesting to know.
it's been a learning experience. I mean,
Yeah.
all the way through. And again, it's happened so fast
Yeah.
that my learning curve has become a virtual rainbow. It's had to be pretty much straight up and then right back
Mhm.
down.
But
So,
isn't it amazing how far you can go in something that with something that you love and the passion you
oh
have for
yeah,
it?
and I think that's what it takes. It takes that passion, that
Mhm.
desire to make something happen.
Mhm.
Otherwise, I could see it becoming intimidating really quickly.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, even I mean, even the buying process of your building, I mean, you had reached out to me, you're like, "Hey, I'm interested in this building." And then I feel like that process even went so quick. You know what I mean? Like it was like, "Yep, this is it. I know this is what I want," and it just happened.
It did.
I mean, do you
It
feel that way
oh, I
too?
do feel, and
Yeah.
I tell people that. It's like it's
Yeah.
been amazingly fast. It was
Yeah.
been amazingly painless. I mean,
Mhm.
it's been from the time was a rough idea to a
Mhm.
reality was literally 6 weeks.
That's crazy. So had you had that goal ever in the past, or was it something that you've kind of thought
Oh, it had
about,
always
or
been, I my sister-in-law is a librarian, and I was
oh,
always jealous that she got to be with books all the time.
yeah,
It's like
yeah,
that would just be so much fun, but that
yeah,
just wasn't the direction my schooling took me, and I was
mhm,
like, if I had a bookstore, that would be pretty cool.
yeah,
But it was just a dream. It was a pipe dream. It was something that I was never really gonna do because that's a business, and that
yeah,
wasn't gonna happen. And it was a joke,
yeah,
Shae. Actually, I was joking with my son, who's a book collector, and my
mhm,
daughter-in-law, who's also a book collector. It's like, he's military.
yeah,
It's like when you get out in 3 or 4 years, then let's open a bookstore. Let's
mhm.
finally do it. And we kind of laughed about it. And it was about 2 days later that the building that we wanted to purchase was available for sale.
Oh
So
my
it's like
gosh,
this was, if there's a
yeah,
sign, this was it.
yeah,
And then
yeah,
after that, it all happened so quickly. It's like
yeah.
I really believe that this is how it was supposed to be.
I love that story. I love how you said, that it started as a joke, that you never really thought about it because you're not a business owner. I mean, nobody is truly born a business owner, and so many people don't think that they could ever run a business. Now, running a business is more than just offering these certain services and products. There's so much more behind
Oh
the
my gosh,
scenes
yes.
than to make the business operational, functional, and lasting. But I love hearing the fact that, and you're, I mean, I don't want to say, I mean, because people think that they can't do it. And then here you are starting a whole new career. You have kids who are grown, you have grandkids. I mean, so you're in another part of your life where you're starting something completely new.
Right.
My mom did the same thing, and she never in a million years thought that she'd ever start a business, and she did at her age, and she also loves it too. So I mean, it doesn't matter how old or young somebody is, you just have to believe.
Right. No, and that was kind of where my brain set was at too. It's like
Mhm.
on this half of my life, I want to be happy.
Yeah.
And I found the thing that I think is going
Mm.
to do it.
Oh, yeah.
I come home every day. I'm in a good mood, and I'm not even open yet. I mean, it just the process of getting
Mhm.
established and
Mhm.
setting everything up,
Yeah,
and
the
I'm putting in
decorating,
70
yeah.
hour weeks, and I am loving every minute of it. I
Yeah.
mean, it's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah. Well, they
So
say that if you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life.
absolutely.
You
And I
know?
believe that that's true.
Yeah, you have to find that passion. Otherwise, it's not going to take you where you want to go
Right.
because you can't. I was talking to somebody else, and they said that if you don't have that passion and that love for what you do, and you're just doing it for a business, you're not going to get anywhere.
No, no, because otherwise
You're
I
going to
would.
hate going.
Right, and I'd
Yeah.
have never gone the route of being in a business in the first place
Hmm.
if that was the draw. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I never once I was like, I really want to have a business, and
Yeah.
what kind of business can I have? It was exactly opposite.
Yep.
It's like, how can I work with what makes me happy?
Yes. How can I take what I love, what I
Yes,
enjoy, and bring that into a business?
exactly.
Yes.
How do I make a career out of this?
Yeah, yeah. I
Yep,
mean, and it's getting creative. Columbus doesn't have a true bookstore except for the library.
right.
I mean, I don't think we do we?
I know that there is the cottage on the end
Oh,
of, I think, is it, oh, which one way is it that goes 13th, 14th,
okay.
at the end of 14th?
Oh,
But I wasn't aware of it until
mm,
I started planning and was actually making out my business plan. It's
yeah,
like we do have, I don't know who owns it. I don't
yeah.
remember, but she has antiques and a selection of new books there as
Okay.
well. But I was unaware.
Yeah, no,
So
no.
don't have any more
Yeah,
information really about what the cottage is.
yeah. I guess I didn't know that either. And
No,
that is the
no.
importance of owning a business is getting out there and being known. Because if people don't know
Right.
about you,
No.
I mean, even if you could be the best business owner, you could have the best products, but if people don't know about you, they're not going to come to you.
Right.
And it's not just a one time thing. Like, you want to stay top of mind, you want to be everywhere and anywhere, because somebody who you maybe even know thinks, okay, I need to get a book. Well, if you're not top of mind, they might grab it from Walmart, or they might go on Amazon, you know what I
Oh
mean? So,
yeah.
and it's
And
gonna happen.
right. Yeah, no, let's not do that anymore. Yeah. I just
And that's gonna be the
it's
biggest
like
hurdle, is just
right.
staying in front of people and reminding them, no, hey, I can do this for you. And then not taking things personal if they go elsewhere, because I know that I
Exact
go through that too.
right,
So
right. No, and it's
yeah,
actually anything but Amazon at this point. I don't care where you go. Find an
yeah,
independent bookseller, but
hmm,
try and boy, Amazon just has an awful lot of control, and small
hmm,
businesses are paying for you, not
hmm,
just locally in Columbus, but
yeah,
nationwide.
yeah,
And I
yeah,
hate to see that happening.
hmm,
So I
hmm,
really encourage you, no
not
matter
to,
what you're looking for, go local. Go
yeah,
wherever local is for you.
yeah,
Do that. Let's
hmm,
give some of that power back to the small businesses
hmm,
and let these people thrive.
yeah,
Because I said Amazon,
yeah,
they're already billionaires.
yep,
So
yep.
let's not anymore.
Yeah. Well, and it helps our community too, because if you're
Well,
helping the small businesses,
exactly.
it stays in the community.
And
It does.
that's what's important.
Mhm.
Keep the community strong.
Yeah. So do you have to contract with these book companies, or how does that
I
all
have a
work?
relationship with
Okay.
these book companies.
Okay.
I'm not contracted to do anything,
Okay.
but I have representatives with
Mhm.
each publishing company that I choose to have a relationship with. And that's
Nice.
entirely up to me. I can carry what I want to carry. And
Mhm.
if
And
there's
when?
something, and when, and if
Mhm.
I choose not to carry a particular publishing company, or
Mhm.
there's a genre that I don't think is a good fit for the store, for the
Yep.
community,
Yep.
that's the joy of free market. I
Yeah.
don't have to.
Yeah.
So there's no contracting, but I do have relationships, and when I'm ready to purchase, I go through my representatives,
Yeah.
and they help me get my
That's cool.
inventory up. Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
So you don't order books on Amazon and then resell them?
Do not order books on Amazon. No, please, no books on Amazon.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
no,
no. Keep it
no.
local.
Yeah,
Yep.
no. I go directly through the publishing
Yeah.
companies,
That is really
and they
neat.
help figure out, and I get mail. Oh my gosh, I get so much mail about the new releases, and I've got
Really?
stacks and stacks of books that I'm reviewing
Yeah.
through September for new releases.
Oh
So
my
I
gosh.
have an idea ahead of time what's coming down the pike and
Uh-huh.
what we want to have in store for sure.
Mhm.
And it's a small store. I mean, I keep calling it, it's a micro business. There's not a lot of space in there.
Yeah.
I've got about 900 square feet of selling space.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have to be very creative in how
Yeah.
I use that space. So I have
Yeah.
a lot of selection, but not a large quantity of each
Mhm.
book.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it takes me two
Yep.
days to get new stock in.
Yep.
So
Oh, 2 days is nothing
it's
though.
not any slower than going to
No.
Amazon.
Yeah, not
So
at all.
I can have my stock back in in 2
Oh,
days.
that's good to know.
And yeah, and I'm more than happy to special order. If you don't see it on the shelves, I can get it for you.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you that I can get it for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
So do you have a website that people can go to and kind of
I
browse?
have my website is pretty general. The
Okay.
website itself is www.terracebookstore.com, and
Okay.
it's
Will you
more,
spell that just for
yeah, you
people?
bet. It's TERRACE and then bookstore BOOKSTORE.
Okay.
The website itself is a general site.
Mhm.
It introduces the store, it talks about hours, and then any events that we have coming up, like the grand opening.
Yeah.
Um, those it's news and
Yeah.
it's updates. So
Yep.
those sort of things are on the website.
Mhm.
And there is a link on the website to our online storefront.
Oh, okay.
So there we have work with a host site called
Yep.
bookshop.org,
Okay.
and they are specifically they exist to work with the independent bookseller.
Oh, cool.
And what they do is they provide you a place to put your virtual website,
Mhm.
and then they work with the publishing companies directly.
Oh my
And so
gosh.
if you order from my store on bookshop.org,
Yeah,
the book never comes through my store, it goes directly to you.
that's awesome.
So you're supporting local, you're
Yeah,
supporting small business,
and you're getting it just as
and
quick.
you're getting it just as quick,
Yeah.
because if you order online, you can do it through there at the same speed as I can special order from the store. So it's an
Okay.
option.
Yeah,
Um,
that's good to know.
yeah,
That's very good to
that's
know because a lot of
yes.
times people don't want to
So
necessarily go
right.
physically.
So
So,
our Facebook page has the link to shop online,
okay.
and our web page has the link to go to our online store. So
Yeah.
it's two separate entities,
Mhm.
but you can get
Mhm.
there
Yeah.
from the web page.
Yeah. So I I know that when we first met back, during this whole situation, obviously I met you before that, but you're always a very positive, upbeat, smiling. But I feel like it's even more so now. Do you think that this has helped you personally grow personally?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I was stuck. I had struggled I was just in a kind of black place as
Mhm.
far as my career and my future,
Mhm.
and was just really reaching to find something that spoke to me.
Mhm.
And at this point in my life, to not feel like I had a direction was
Yeah.
depressing. It was not a good
Yeah.
place to be. And so yeah, no, this has given me I have a purpose that I feel
Yeah.
really strongly about,
That gives me
and
goosebumps.
yeah,
I
and
love hearing that.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be happy.
Yeah.
It's nice
Yeah.
to know that I get to get up in the morning and go play with something that I really enjoy.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
it's fun. I'm at a fun point in my life, and
Yeah.
that's new. I've been lucky. I've enjoyed what I've done in my careers in the past,
Mhm.
but I'm
Mhm.
really having fun. I've never had
Yeah.
fun before.
Yeah. Yeah, you
So
were kinda sick and tired of being sick and
I
tired?
really
Yeah.
was. Yeah,
Yeah.
I really was. Burnout's real.
It is. It is.
Burnout's real, and
It
I
is. And
still,
honestly, I don't care how old you are. Burnout is real. If you don't love what you do and if
yes.
you have to get up and go to a job that you do not like, you're gonna be burnt out on the first day.
Absolutely. You're so right.
Maybe not first day, but I
But
mean,
no,
really,
but
Eddie,
it's
yeah.
a real thing. If it's a struggle to get up and go to work, then it's time
Mhm.
to reevaluate.
Mhm. Yes,
So,
absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna ask you the one question that I had asked you when you came in is what advice have you been given or heard that has helped you in your career professionally or personally?
it's funny when you said that. It's like, gosh, I don't know. I have no idea what to say, but I
Mhm.
do, because it keeps coming back. I've made a lot of contacts with a lot of independent bookstore owners
Mhm.
who are both veterans, have been doing it for 30, 40 years,
Mhm.
and some who are in the same place I am. It's like they
Mhm.
got excited about a new idea and they're in this beginning stage. And what I'm hearing that resonates with me is there are no rules. This is your
Mhm.
store.
Yeah.
It's like, because I've wondered, it's like, oh my gosh, what if I shelve my books wrong? I can shelve them any way I
Yeah.
want to. If I want
Yeah.
to shelve them by color and backwards alphabetically, I can do
Yeah.
whatever I'd like.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
nice. That's very freeing.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
once I got permission to think out of the box, things
Yes.
got really easy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's if you're getting ready to start a new business, I mean, it's yours.
Yeah.
Do what you want to do with it. There aren't
Mhm.
any rules. You get to
Yeah.
do what you want to. That's why you're doing it. That's
Yeah.
why you're starting your own thing. That's why you're an entrepreneur. So
Yep.
you can be you.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
think that is the best advice that I've had so far,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I really take it to heart.
Yes, yes, yes. No, I mean, I'm excited for your open house, your grand opening, which will be April 30th.
April
I have it
30th.
on my calendar, and I'll definitely
Great.
be there. So thank you for being here, and
Thank
we'll be
you.
posting things down below, or the links to your website, to your Facebook page, all of the above. And if anybody is interested in being interviewed on this podcast, please reach out to me. I'd love to interview you if you own your own business or if you're part of a nonprofit organization, just to kind of get your information out there. Please reach out to me. And thank you so much for being here.
Thank
I
you,
really
Shae.
appreciate
I
it, and good
appreciate
luck
you.
with
Thanks.
everything.
Thank you
So
so much.
thanks.